Yes, indeed, and that story forms the basis of our first discussion this morning, the aftermath of the November 27th by-elections. Today we're getting the youth perspective on what they think happened or what could be done better. Rights groups have already demanded an apology from IEBC. They call this a bungled by-election. Allow me to introduce my panelists, beginning on my immediate right. We do have James Mulamba, a revolutionary. Karibu sana, James. Next to James, we have Ben Ngige, who's an aspiring gubernatorial candidate for Nairobi. Karibu sana, Ngige.
Thank you, Fred.
On the front here, we have Lynette Moke, who's also an aspirant for the Woodley Ward MCA seat. Karibu sana. Behind her, we have Virginia Wanjiru Githinji, who's also an aspiring politician. She's aspiring to become the next MP for Langata constituency. Karibu sana.
Thank you for that.
Yes. Another familiar face on this panel, Nick Mwangi. Buried his head in the newspaper. Our viewers would want to see you.
Very good morning.
Nick is a Secretary General of the Kenya Ahadi Party. Karibu sana.
Thank you, Fred.
We also have Moses Nyanduga, who's a youth leader. Karibu sana, Moses. And another familiar face on the panel, Gakuna Njima Castro, is a political scientist and founder of the National People's Guard, NPG. Karibuni sana. So a quick opinion or comment about the events that transpired last week on Thursday. Do you think or do you agree with the civil society that the by-elections on November 27th were bungled by the IEBC?
Yeah, I agree with the rights groups because it still doesn't make sense to me that we've not gotten it right 3 years later, 10 years later, 13 years later, that we transitioned to a semi-electronic voting system, but our KIMS kids keep failing all the time. If they fail during a by-election of, say, 18 elected positions, then what do we expect in 2027? Massive failure of KIMS kits so that we resort to a voter register, to a manual voter register. And we know how they use this manual voter register to steal in votes and to use, to force those that are not eligible to vote. I mean, a dead person can still not vote. But then, welcome to Kenya where dead people vote. It doesn't make sense to me that our KIMS kits keep failing all the time. Even when we get time to rectify our errors, we still come back to the same problem. Okay. If our KIMS kits then have a technical issue that needs to be sorted out, then perhaps we need to procure new ones before 2027. Otherwise, we still face the same problem over and over again. Okay. And it's not lost to us that this election, these by-elections, just like our general elections, still had some elements of violence, and we also saw voter suppression. And we understand these are tell signs of what might happen in 2027. Personally, I'm worried about the 2027 election.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ben Ngige, are you worried, given the events of last week? Are you